If you're a girl, what's the best sexual position if you have low back pain? In this video, you're going to find out. So if you're a woman and you're suffering with a herniated disc and terrible back pain, pain that goes down your leg, what you'll find is that certain positions, particularly during sex, are very painful and will actually make your back worse. Now, one of the problems is when you actually have a herniated disc, which you can see right here in this plastic model, the red is where the disc is and it's pinching a nerve. If you were to flex your spine forward like this, very often what happens is your disc in your back will actually be stretched and irritated. And then when it comes back to neutral, the actual nerve gets pinched more and you'll get more and more tingling and burning and aching down into the buttocks and down the leg into the toes. Talk about killing a buzz. So what ends up happening is any type of bending of the spine in that manner will cause more pain. So let's talk about first the missionary position. If you're the woman and you're on the bottom and the man is on the top, what tends to happen is the more you bring your knees closer to your chest, the more you're going to irritate the herniated disc. The typical position where your knees are up about your chest or your legs are behind you type of thing is the absolute worst thing you could do for a herniated disc. So if you are trying to partake in the missionary position, my best advice would be to keep your feet on the actual bed itself and then spread the knees apart and only allow that much hip and knee flexion to occur. Don't bring the knees up to the chest. In addition to that, what you should do is you should get what's called a lumbar roll. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link down below to Amazon where you can purchase something like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to place this right above your belt line. So what this does is it actually prevents your spine from flexing forward. So if you can imagine here, this is a herniated disc right here. What you would do is you would place the pillow right there in your lumbar spine. That would force the spine to have some of its natural curve back, and as long as you don't bring your knees up to your chest in the sexual position, then you're unlikely to have any exacerbation of your pain. So get yourself a lumbar roll. Again, I did the research for you. I put the link down below. You can go ahead and get that on Amazon. Now, that's the missionary position. Another position that you can try if you have a herniated disc that is actually very comfortable for women is to do the doggy style position. So what you do is you'd be on your hands and knees, or you would be on your knees and then just rest your body and your hands like this on the bed or the surface. And what this does, it allows your spine to, again, maintain that lordosis like this. So the man would be entering through here and you would maintain a nice curve. That would not allow your spine to hurt. Now, this is very similar to a yoga posture called the cat camel. So if you can imagine, the cat is where you come up and round your spine. You don't want to be in that position. You would actually be in the opposite position where you'd be arching your back and your belly would be going towards the bed. In that position, you're not going to be having an exacerbation of your pain. In fact, in that position, very often for a lot of patients, when we show this in the office as a cat camel exercise, they find that the numbness in their leg goes away. And again, then you can enjoy sex much better when there's not numbness going down your legs. The last position would be where the woman is on top. They call it a cowgirl or a reverse cowgirl. And this is a problematic position for a lot of people that have herniated discs. And the reason why is because most of the time the woman is trying to do all the work. And so what you're doing is you're basically grinding and flexing and extending the spine to grind. That's not a good idea. That will actually hurt your back. So if you do want to do that position, quite frankly, it's best for you to allow the man to do all the thrusting and for you to try to keep your back stable. in that position. If you thought this video was interesting and informative and helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, you're allowed to ask in the comments section below, and I'd be happy to answer any legitimate questions regarding this. Also, I have a Patreon account, and if you'd be so kind as to contribute to this account, it helps support this channel, and so I can produce good videos that would help you.